lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and Fount is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Phones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys? Your game's all tight? Fount. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome again to More on Thursday. This is where we get into some of the more popular pop culture things, issues, news that's out there. Today, you all see it. We're going to get into the whole P. Diddy trial. And quite honestly, people are out there wondering, why did Cassie stay? Why did Cassie stay? That's what we're going to get into. I've got 3 propositions, reasons that we're going to talk about. I know last week I said we're going to get into the whole Doechii and her song and why it is not something for you all to listen to. I just had to jump on the Diddy trial bandwagon because, you know, if it's fresh in your mind, there's so many lessons that we can learn from it. You can learn from it. I can learn from it. And I'm a grown woman. I've already been through some things not similar to this at all. And you know what? Without further delay, let's get into it. Let's see what's up.
Get your mind right
and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. All right, let's go.
Mind right and your body tight.
Turn the music down. Never mind, so loud.
This is happier times. They were a loving couple. Just like the rest of us, my husband and I went to Dominican Republic and had us a good time. Danced to the music. They look regular. Hugging up with each other. Him behind her, holding her, caressing her. She then moved behind him. These look like people that are just really enjoying themselves. What happened? Well, we know it went south really quickly. As a matter of fact, it went far south. This Cassie met with P. Diddy at age 19. In 2006 is when they met. The relationship ended in 2018. It wasn't until last year that we found out all the atrocities that she had to endure. Did she endure it? We don't know. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. As you all know, there is a whole P. Diddy trial right now. There is all kind of sexual allegations. There's baby oil. There's freak-offs. And Cassie is right in the center of it. The trial has started. She was the first one. They walked out onto the witness stand. And listen, Cassie accused Diddy of years of physical and emotional abuse while testifying during his sex trafficking trial. And during that, she has mentioned all the kind of things. She's mentioned all the things that she's suffered. According to the New York Times, Ventura was asked to describe a freak-off on Tuesday. It basically entails the hiring of an escort and setting up this experience so that I can perform for Sean. She said it involved Combs being able to watch me with the other person and actually direct me on what we were doing, she added. Eventually, it became a job for me, pretty much. She was in court and having to describe the intimate details of their relationship, what was not the normal sex relationship that you think of in a relationship. No, they went to the point that it was called freak-offs. They invited escorts into their relationship. P. Diddy will watch, and she performed these sexual acts. Now you're wondering, 19, maybe it was 19 when it started, but 20 maybe? Why would she stay in a relationship where this person was using her, having her perform all these weird things, to the point that she thought the freak offs became a job where there was no space to do anything else but to recover and just try to feel normal? These are her words. It was hard for her to go back to a normal life in between these things. Why did you stay? Well, let's talk a little bit. That is exactly what I want to go over today. The 3 reasons. Well, the first one is just all about love and sex. Let's be honest. If you have watched a few things, and even from the first video, you could tell that there was some sort of love that they had between each other. Cassie enjoyed Diddy's company. She said it. She said it in countless of the other videos that she loved him, that she felt they loved each other. Was it really love? Is that what love looks like? Let me tell you, young girls, if y'all are watching this, and do not let this discourage you from having a relationship. Love does not hurt. Love does not hire you out as a whore to other men. Love does not sit there and watch you have sex with other people. That is just not how it works. This is perverted, disgusting, and that's just not how it is. Love values you as somebody that belongs to them, that they would cherish. This is not how God made it. God made it for a man and a woman to value each other. When I say this is not how God made it, I'm not talking the first sentence. I'm talking, God did not intend for love to look like this, what P. Diddy and Cassie were involved in. This is not it at all. And it was meant to be a man and a woman that cherish each other, the two becoming one. Sex is a part of just consummating the relationship, that becoming one with each other. But unfortunately, a lot of people didn't grow up thinking of sex as something that important. I bet you Cassie didn't even think sex was just any different from maybe breathing. I promise you, she probably didn't. She probably just, I made somebody, and if we're in a relationship, we need to have sex. That's just how it is. No one really explained to her that, no. That's not how we do it. You need to be married. You need to be in a committed marriage relationship and then have sex. She probably had sexual desires. I mean, she's a young woman. Let's just be honest. That is the prime of sexual activity. And, there's a verse in the Bible, and I don't want to get to all Bible-y, but Dr. D Nice is a whole Christian, so I got to break it down for you. There's a verse in the Bible that says, do not wake up love before it is ready. When you wake it up, it is hard to stop it. Do not wake it up before it is ready, especially if you're in these weird relationships that you're not even sure if this person is committed to you or not. No. Part of why she didn't stay was that love that she felt for P. Diddy, and more than likely the desire just to have sex. Who knows? Maybe she liked the freak offs a little bit. I mean, there was let me see if I could find it as we go on later on. I'm pretty sure I had it in there where there was a text of her asking when the next freak off is going to be or something like that. Maybe she enjoyed it, or maybe though this was just her trying to appease him. She knew he liked it. We don't know. People have weird sexual desires, and who knows, sometimes the victim becomes, what is that, like Stockholm syndrome, where you just kind of lean into your persecution. It could be that situation. It could also be that she actually enjoyed this type of sex. Women are freaky too. Women have weird, I have not followed up on it. I have not verified it in any way, shape, or form, but there have been people that say that it's typically the woman that try to invite somebody else into the relationship for like threesomes and those kind of things. I don't know. All I know is it more than likely was love and sex was one of the reasons why Cassie decided to remain in this relationship. And man, they did some stuff. What is this one saying? Cassie Ventura is back. Jury is back. You may continue. When drugs ran out, how did you know who to reach out to? Sean would tell me. And I'm guessing that's the attorney. During the session, how would you know to move to the next step? Sean would tell me. So basically, he was just there directing things. Apparently, there was a lot of urine involved. Just weird. What is this? What would happen after the escort finishes? Oh my goodness. Sean would want it put on his body in the next room. Did you do that? I did. Where? Oh Lord. I'll let y'all read that. I'm not even going to say this out loud. Just very, they were all into freaky things. Is that against the law? Part of what's happening is the trafficking, sex trafficking, and honestly, I don't understand the legal part of it too much. If you all fully understand it, let me know in the comment section below, or just leave a link to a video that fully explains it. I've watched a few. I'm just not able to say it to you fully. Today, I'm mostly focusing on why did Cassie stay in this very freaky sexual relationship. And part of it is, like I said, she probably enjoyed some of this freakiness. Maybe she was a freak herself. And
Final question, is there
and she loved him.
anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it, right?
I keep everything right here or right here. There was something there, and like the caption said, love was blind. She was willing to turn a blind eye to a lot of things because she loved P. Diddy. And another part of what she loved, I am sure, had to play some sort of role in it. I can't pay too much of this, but we'll let the video play in the meantime. You know, she had a whole record deal with P. Diddy. She did put out one album. The deal was for her to put out 10. Apparently, during this whole time, she was just making a lot of music, and the carrot was constantly being dangled in front of her that, oh, we'll do it next year. We'll do it next year. Constantly being dangled in front of her. She was basically, it was almost like an extortion for her to stay with him in hopes of someday getting more records out, becoming a famous singer. You can see right here, a lot of her videos has a resemblance to Janet Jackson. I'm sure Janet Jackson was one of her heroes. It's a beautiful girl. She knew that she had the opportunity to make it big. And P. Diddy also knew it too. And he thought she was pretty, and they got together. And in the end, they ended up with this very toxic relationship. The lure of being a musician, the lure of being this close to power, the lure of having him leave her. I would imagine that having gone through all of these things together, are you going to want somebody to just leave you after you've gone through all these very strange sexual practices with them? You want to stay with the devil you know, is basically what it is. And on top of it, there was some money involved. You know, this is after the fact. She did get $20 million in settlement for the things that she had to bear and go through. Everybody knew it was wrong. And I still don't hold her totally infallible. I feel that Cassie did play a role in it. And I'm wondering, where was her parents? Was there anyone in the background saying, girl, what you doing? Her parents probably were trying to reach out to her. I don't know anything about her parental background, where they were, what role they played in it. If they even knew what she was going through, I don't know. If it was my son, I know I'd be like, what you doing? But you know how it is. When you're a young person and you're in love, you find this person that has money and power. And, okay, I'm gonna be honest. When I was young, I had a little friend. He was, I don't want to tell you too much, but, maybe his career was not on the up and up, and we both really, really loved each other. And it was just very hard for me to hear somebody say that, girl, what you doing? That's not the kind of person you need to be dating. This is not the person that you expected to be married to. Ultimately, the Lord had to remove him from my life. It's the same thing. I understand that, who knows, her friends were probably seeing this. Her parents were probably seeing this, her mom, her dad, and calling out to her, Cassie. And she wasn't hearing them. She was just like, no, bro, no, that's not what I'm into right now. I need this money. I need this power. I got a record deal. Plus, this man loves me. And she stayed. I'm positive that proximity to power, the proximity to the wealth of P. Diddy, I'm positive that played some sort of role in her staying in this relationship that was obviously toxic, obviously bad, obviously putting her into places that she maybe initially did not want to be, but ultimately end up just being, there's something very interesting about when you go down in the gutter. After a while, you begin to like it there. Don't go there to begin with, guys. You see these people, money people, that they say the first time you do drugs or something like that, they just do it for fun. And then some people get instantly addicted. It pulls you down. It's the same kind of thing. You play with fire. You're playing with these evil things, and it pulls you down with them. Next thing you know, it's part of who you are. You even will defend it and identify as it. That's what happened to the young girl. Maybe that's what I'm postulating. I don't know who she was beforehand, but according to the simple fact that she has filed a lawsuit against him, and all this is out here, makes me think that this is not the direction that she expected to go. But, same thing makes you laugh, make you cry. I have a friend that always loves to say that statement. And, it started off good. They started off just happy. And I wonder how far into the relationship they began to introduce these weird, strange things. But here's the text I was saying where Cassie reads her own aloud in Combs in 2009. They met in 2006. When do you want to freak off? LOL. I'm always ready to freak off. I wonder if then she fully understood what the freak off meant. The early part of freak offism, did she really know exactly what it entailed? Or, okay, this is another thing. When you start making sex this weird thing, it's harder to. You keep reaching for levels and levels and levels of depravity because there's not this connection with the person. There's not the marriage relationship that you all are cradling and building together. There's not that respect for each other's bodies. After sex, you're not supposed to be embarrassed and feel bad and recover for days. That is not how it works. All these people have allowed the porn industry to infiltrate their relationships and show them how sex is done. These people are disgusting. The porn industry, they're sick, depraved people that are using sex as it's some sort of extreme sport. What weird thing can we shove in our orifices? What weird thing can we have sprinkled on us to create more excitement? Just because what is missing is the connection of a man and a woman that love each other, connecting sexually to build their relationship. because there's the oxytocin, the bonding hormone that is created at the time of orgasm and at the time of the connection that just really cements the relationship together. And when you don't have that, then you look for all kind of weird, freakish ways to make sex more exciting, when just simply being there with your man, being there with your woman makes it exciting. But people, when they don't have that connection, they have to come up with these freak offs and do strange things like they're all want to be porn stars. Don't play those games. And unfortunately, I'm getting all preachy now. Even married people now feel that they have to bring these weird, strange practices into their bedroom just because the porn industry is disgusting. Anyway, that's me. One more. Next one. So far we've hit on that. We'll let this play. So far we've hit on Cassie did not leave because of love and sex. Cassie did not leave because of money and power. And the last one, of fear. She was simply afraid to. This is a video that we've all seen. The whole thing is not there, so don't worry about it. This is her. She's sneaking out. She didn't even put her shoes on, I'm guessing, and now he realized that she was gone and comes around to get her. It's not going to show the whole thing, which is good. And if I looked a certain way that he didn't like, he would let me know to fix my face, make the wrong face, and the next thing I knew, I would get hit in the face. Cassie Ventura takes the stand during the Diddy sex trial. Yeah. So basically, she was afraid. She was like, if I act right, maybe he'll love me and begin to treat me well. If I act right, maybe I'll get my record. Maybe if he will love me. This is a prisoner, a poor thing. Oh my goodness. When you're in this situation, it's hard to make good decisions. You're just making kind of decisions straight out of fear. It's just, that's just it. She's just making decisions out of fear. She doesn't know what's going to happen next. It's like he threw something at her, a flower with a whole vase after her, and it hit the wall. It didn't hit her, thank goodness. And she's just saying after she's been attacked, they're just out there just next time, just living life, going to Drake's Drake's concert afterwards. There's no normalcy in this, okay? So fear was a motivator why she stayed. Money and power was a motivator why she stayed. Love and sex was a motivator why she stayed. It got super complicated really fast. And it's hard when you're just intertwined with somebody like that to just get out of this relationship. I can see how it was hard for her to just get out of it. And I applaud her. Hats off to her to be able to say, you know what? I'm done. And how is she living with the thoughts of some of the things that she's gone through? Even her husband, how is he living with some of the things that he's having to sit there and hear that his wife has gone through? It's a difficult thing. The bottom line is, for you who are listening to me, I've said it once. Do not wake up love before it is ready. Wait until you're married to share your bodies with each other. It's just a more beautiful thing, quite honestly. 2, she stayed because of money and power and a record deal. Sometimes you just got to let that slide. Listen, you're talented. Just say, you know what? I'm good. I'm out. Cut your losses and move on. I don't know what kind of contract was there, but I'm sure nothing in the contract says freak off. Maybe in the fine print. I don't know. cut your losses and move on. Don't let people allow you to compromise yourself because of money or power. They said, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Don't get caught up in that. If you're talented, you will live to make another record. If you're talented, you will live to even meet somebody new that actually loves you. You don't have to worry about these kind of things. Don't worry about the money and the power. If you're talented, you can create your own thing and not feel that you have to compromise yourself to be with these people. And then the last thing was, I said, fear. That's a hard one. You know, this is a basic human thing to not want to be hurt, to not want to die, and to just say, you know what, I don't care. I don't care. Go ahead, kill me. Or I don't care, hurt me. I'm out. I don't care. You're going to threaten me? Fine. I don't care. I'm out. To get to that point is a hard thing to do. And I just, you know, the Bible talks about all those things. It tells us not to love our life to that point that we're going to compromise ourselves. It's just our flesh, our body is not what counts. Don't worry about the things that can harm your flesh. Worry about the things that could harm your soul. And if you're compromising your values, those are the things that can harm your soul. Once again, I understand that leap is not easy. Try to get yourself there where you're guided more by your moral principles and not by fear, not by fake love, not by money, not by power. I wish Cassie all the best in this. Even Diddy, you know what? God died for everybody, and we all have an opportunity to come to his throne and ask for forgiveness of our sins. I pray for his family, his girls, his children. Who knows what kind of weird genes he's just passed on them, genetic predispositions he's passed on to them. Just pray for the whole family, the whole situation. Pray for Cassie and her husband and her kids. Apparently she's pregnant now too. It's just a very interesting situation. Not what we expected to have at the end of 2024 and now going into 2025 for the actual trial. All right, let us end our live and the usual. Here we go. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. May the Lord watch between me and you while we're absent one from another. Amen.
Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.